For my final creative project, I decided to do it on embroidery as it has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. I first learned it from my mother and my grandmother, two women who have shaped my creativity and taught me more than just stitching. My mother and my grandmother weren't just teaching me how to stitch, they were teaching me patience and the beauty of taking my time, which is something I often forget. They've shown me that creativity isn't about having everything figured out or producing something flawless. It's about expressing yourself and enjoying the process, even if it means making mistakes along the way. My grandmother's embroidery is full of life and color. She created pieces that told stories like the vibrant dolphins leaping through the waves. Another piece I cherish is a baby surrounded by peas with soft greens and pastels that give it this whimsical, playful feel. She also made a beautiful image of a woman holding flowers. My grandmother learned embroidery in Mexico, where it's a tradition passed down through generations. Her pieces reflect the love for vivid colors that she grew up with. While my grandmother's work was full of vibrant stories and lively images, my mother's focus has always been on flowers. She loves to capture the beauty of nature in all its forms, bright, bold blossoms with colors that quite literally pop off the fabric. I remember spending hours with her watching her create these beautiful flowers, each one stitched with such care and precision. It was my mother who taught me most about stitching and how to really take my time to make something with my hands. It was with her that I started to understand the patience and care that embroidery requires. I carry both of their influences with me every time I pick up a needle. I was about 14 when I first picked up a needle out of curiosity. My mom didn't force me to learn. She was there to guide me, showing me how to thread the needle and how to make the first stitch. One of my earliest pieces was a simple duck. It wasn't perfect, but I was proud of it. That's something I always loved about embroidery. It's never about achieving perfection, it's about the process, the joy of making something with your own hands. Life got busy over the years and I stopped. I hadn't picked up a needle in what appears to be almost 5 years when I decided to revisit it for this project. Coming back to it was harder than I expected. I found myself making simple mistakes, but instead of getting frustrated, I remember that it's all about patience. It's okay to make mistakes, it's all part of the process. For this project, I've been working on the petals of a flower. I knew I wouldn't finish the entire piece in time, and that is okay. What matters is the act of doing it, taking it one stitch at a time. And as I work, I'm reminded of why I began embroidering in the first place, to create something with my own hands, to slow down, and to embrace the imperfections that come with the process.